Good afternoon, I'm Daniel Philemon. Nuclear power plants set to close, former French president ordered to stand trial, and the start of the Major League Baseball season. All this and more on today's Franciscan Beat News Brief. Another U.S. utility has announced plans to close its nuclear power operations as the industry struggles to compete with electricity plants that burn plentiful and inexpensive natural gas. First Energy Corp says that its 3 plants in Ohio and Pennsylvania will close within the next 3 years, barring a last-minute deal. The company said Wednesday that it is willing to work with both states to find a way to keep the plants open, but lawmakers remain unwilling to offer a financial rescue, and it appears the plants are nearing a shutdown. 4 transgenders individuals filed a lawsuit Thursday against Ohio, saying the state won't allow them to change the gender listing of their birth certificates to properly reflect their identities. The American Civil Liberties Union, which is representing the plaintiffs, said the requirements prevent 3 females and 1 male from obtaining a document essential to everyday living and subjects transgender people to discrimination and potential violence. Most states allow people to change their birth certificates to reflect their gender identity rather than the gender they were assigned at birth, with the exceptions of Idaho, Kansas, Tennessee, and Ohio. Former Veterans Affairs Secretary David Shulkin is blaming his sudden ouster from the Trump administration on political forces that he says are bent on privatizing the agency and putting, quote, companies with profits, end of quote, over the care of veterans. Shulkin was the lone Obama administration holdover serving in President Donald Trump's cabinet. In a New York Times opinion editorial, he blasted a, quote, toxic and, quote, subversive environment in Washington that made it impossible for him to lead. Former French President Nicolas Sarkozy is being ordered to stand trial on charges of corruption and influence peddling. It is one of multiple corruption cases targeting Sarkozy and marks the 2nd case so far in which he is being sent to trial. Judges issued an order for Sarkozy to stand trial on accusations that he tried to illegally retrieve information from a judge about an investigation targeting him. In sports, today is the opening day for baseball, and the Houston Astros begin the season as reigning world champions for the first time following their victory over the Dodgers last fall. American League Championship Series MVP Justin Verlander will make his first opening day start with Houston after 9 days with Detroit. Verlander will face Texas ace Cole Hamels, who is making his 4th season opening start, including his 2nd with the Rangers. The Sacramento Kings say there will be a heavy police presence to keep protesters from blocking fans entering the team's arena at tonight's game with the Indian Pacers. Demonstrators are upset by this month's fatal shooting by police of an unarmed black man who was in his grandparents' Sacramento backyard. On 2 occasions, protesters have prevented thousands of fans from entering Golden One Center. Today is the funeral for 22-year-old Stephen Clark. In weather, expect the rain to continue through the night with a low of 37. Tomorrow, more rain with the potential for a few flurries and a high of 45 with a low of 29. For Franciscan Beat, I'm Daniel Philemon.